Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you're well. I'm going to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Capricorn out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Capricorn, get in where you fit in, even if it's on the other side. All right. And as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Capricorn? Capricorn. Capricorn. Do that again. Capricorn. Thank you. All right, Capricorn, you're starting out with the High Priestess in the reverse. You have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, and you have Temperance in the reverse. So you're going through some sort of a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle, Capricorn, but not to worry because, I mean, that's literally one of the reasons why we're here. I do feel like you're doubting your intuition a little bit. There's a lack of clarity in your life, and this is leading to a sense of imbalance. There's a need for you to find the balance here in your life, and I do feel like you're looking for that. You're definitely looking for that. There could have been something that was revealed to you or that you found out, possibly even from a tarot reader, or you could be a tarot reader. But I do feel like you don't have the clarity about it that you're looking for. There's also somebody here that you may not be talking to, and it would be because of something that you found out that really unsettled you. So let's see who is in your energy, Capricorn. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy, please. Show me who is in Capricorn's energy. You might be dealing with somebody, Capricorn, who's just kind of been in and out of your life. At worst, they could be a player. At best, they've just been in and out. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Star card in the reverse. So this is somebody who I feel like they haven't provided a balanced, equal give and take here. Their emotions could be kind of all over the place. I do feel like sometimes they really do want to invest in this connection, and other times they're like, no, you know, I don't know what to do here. This isn't what I want. I don't know what I want. And this is why you see them, you know, kind of being in and out. It's almost a sense of if they commit, if they do invest in this, that they're going to get burned. So you might be dealing with somebody here, Capricorn, who wants to invest in the connection, but at the same time, they could be a little bit afraid of doing so, afraid of getting burnt. And this is why you're seeing the imbalance in them. So let me see. This is somebody who can be very patient too. So let me see the energy between Capricorn and this person. Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, it looks like the two of you might not be speaking. There could have been some dishonesty here, and that's what you found out. It may have been a lie of omission, something that this person just didn't tell you, but was relevant to the situation between the two of you, or they may have lied to you, but regardless, you know about it. It's come out. And I do feel like this person, if they're not speaking with you, they do want to. Let me see, show me what's affecting it. Oh, there's heartbreak here. Okay, I'm sorry, Capricorn. So yeah, what's affecting the connection is heartbreak. Yeah, I really don't think that you're talking with this person right now, Capricorn. I feel like you're holding back from them because of something you found out. Something that could have been told to you by someone else as well. It could have been somebody who came in. Be careful that it wasn't somebody who was gossiping, but regardless, there's a painful situation here. That's why this person's holding back and waiting to contact you. They know that you've been experiencing a lot of pain. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Capricorn. The Hermit in reverse. You're going to talk to them. Yeah, there's going to be communication. Yeah, because you're both feeling a sense of unease, a sense of imbalance from this. This person, it doesn't look like, was giving you a fair shake. It looks almost like this person was giving you something really unbalanced, probably based upon their fear possibly of commitment or fear of getting hurt themselves. But I do feel like there's going to be communication, and likely after a period where the two of you haven't been communicating. Excuse me. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. That's underlying energy. So that indicates to me a couple of things. It indicates that you definitely felt a deep sense of loss. That's where this pain is coming from. You may have felt that this person was not being loyal to you. And I'm also seeing that for some of you, there could be family members, either on your side or theirs, or possibly both, that could be trying to inject themselves into the situation, and maybe not in a positive way. So be careful with that. All right, so let me clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the High Priestess in reverse for Capricorn? So the family member might be on your side because you have that Ten of Pentacles here. It's also possible that you were in a family type situation with this person of some kind, like you were either married or living together, or, you know, it was a firm connection. You've known the person maybe for a while, and it does look like for some of you that something got brought out into the open, likely by somebody else giving you the information, and that may have been what caused the loss, an ending. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Hangman. You may be waiting for this person as well. For a lot of you, you're waiting for this person to kind of grow up, to think about things from a long-term perspective, to get a clue, you know, that the two of you could have something that was bigger than what either of you have alone. So you're waiting for this person basically to commit, and you don't know if they ever are going to, because they seem to be kind of in and out. Show me the Ace of Swords reversed. All right, we have Judgment reversed, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're waiting for communication. And it feels like this person is moving extremely slow. And I would have to agree with you, Capricorn, because this person is extremely adept at waiting, at holding back. You may even be questioning whether or not you should move forward. I feel like a lot of you are trying to move on with your life. You know, it's almost like a split that you are experiencing, where you, on the one hand, want to reunite with this person. You're waiting for this person to, you know, finally come forward and invest in the connection. And that other part of you is saying, yeah, I don't even want them anymore. I'm just going to move forward. This is where the lack of clarity is. This lack of clarity is internal as well as external. And you're trying to figure out what direction to move in. And because your focus is split, you know, it's causing you to move, but very slowly, very slowly. Let me see Temperance in the reverse. That's where that imbalance is coming in, Capricorn. All right, we have the Emperor. We have the Chariot. Ooh, Page of Cups. Okay, so while you're sitting here trying to figure out what you need to do, some of you are being approached by somebody new. And this person could be a little bit older than you. This person is definitely somebody that is dynamic, and they are used to charging forward. And some of you are running into somebody else while this person is trying to figure out what they want to do. Some of you have met somebody new, and you may wind up telling this person, because you've got the Emperor and you've got the Chariot. Now, it's the Emperor that drives the Chariot. You could also be taking charge of your own life and moving forward. Some of you are even physically moving, but I definitely feel that you're moving forward. You've been moving slowly because your attention has been somewhat on the past, and then should you wait or should you just let this go? And so I do see that in the very near future, you are going to find your balance. You're going to be charging head first. It's either with somebody new or it's a renewal with this person, but there's definitely going to be movement here. Yeah, there has to be some healing taking place though. So I feel like you need to do some healing. Make sure, Capricorn, that you're not moving forward without healing, you know, your energy, because that's where mistakes can be made. But it looks like you're very high vibrational with the Emperor here. So you're climbing into that chariot and you're saying, I'm moving forward. Let's look at this person's energy. Show me the Knight of Wands. Because I feel like you may feel that you've been stuck for a little bit. Things have just been moving so slow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the Empress. You could be dealing with a divine partner here. The problem is that your energy is very high vibrational and theirs is not. They're actually in a lack mentality. They could be having some financial problems as well. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Empress in the reverse. If this person moved away from you or left you out in the cold, because it looks like they may have, because I don't feel like they're being very nurturing. They're not coming in and nurturing this connection to help it grow. And this is also a card of disrespect. It's, you know, if they did walk away from this connection, they did so very disrespectfully, when in fact they know that you are their divine partner. So I don't understand that. It's because of their fear of commitment is what it looks like. So this person has created their own loss here, their own sadness. Yeah, that's awful. That's tragic. Let me see. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. It looks like they may be having some financial issues as well, and it's because they truly are in a fear and lack mentality. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. It seems like this person placed their fear of getting hurt, fear of being burnt over this relationship, even though they knew that you were like their person, their divine partner. This is a spiritual connection. Oh, and they're hard to get along with too. Five of Swords. They don't fight fair. And they may be holding back as a tactic. It could be a mind game, like a manipulation. So they only invest enough maybe to keep you holding on, to keep you waiting, but never really committing, And so ultimately, it may have caused there to be some conflict between the two of you, and this person's, they're withdrawing in order to make you feel the loss, and then you come forward. But I think that may have worked in the past, but at this point you're like, I don't know. Now you're holding back. But this has been painful for you. And while I have a lot of empathy for you, I have less for them because of the mind games, because of the disrespect. You know, it's like they've created their own pain. Let me see. They are feeling the loss of the connection though. In particular with you, because Queen of Pentacles, they could even be blaming everything on you. They could be saying, oh, I was all in, but Capricorn, you weren't. Wow. All right, so let me see the Star card in reverse. They're feeling the loss now, though. But I feel like they're kind of turning it around. So be careful you're not involved with somebody who might be a little narcissistic here. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Cups. This person had options. Yeah, I have to be honest, Capricorn. I like your energy because it's pretty high vibrational. I definitely see that you've gone through some stuff, but I feel like their energy is all stemming from fear and lack. They do have options here. There's a lot of confusion in their energy. They're kind of emotionally up and down, and, you know, this could be a trauma bond. Regardless, I do feel like this person does want to come in and repair the damage, but it's going to be hard for them to do that if they are not taking accountability for the things that they've done. And I don't see that. They're very confused about how to heal this, how to repair it. And that's because there's a lack of accountability. Let me see the energy between Capricorn and this person. Okay, so 4 of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed, and Temperance. Yeah, this person is being drawn back towards you because it is a spiritual connection. So they, you know, they are being drawn back towards you. The thing is it looks like they create the problem and then they blame you for the problem. What I'm saying is that currently there is no communication. However, you may have waited a while for this person to bring some sort of an offer, to make some sort of commitment here. And now you're kind of bored with it. You're looking back at everything that's happened here and you're like, I don't even know if I want it anymore. And on the other hand, what this person is doing is they're not really nurturing the connection, and it's like they're kind of blaming you. Truthfully, it's stemming from this idea that if they actually commit, that they'll get burned. So they hold that commitment back. And they may even be utilizing it. Like I said, looks like somebody who might be giving just enough to keep you holding on, but not enough to fully engage in a full relationship. And I think they've outsmarted themselves. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, or another Capricorn. Let me see the 3 of Swords. Show me the 3 of Swords. Oh, they caused a tower moment for you, and it was painful. Knight of Cups. I almost feel like this person creates chaos, and then they come back in to fix the chaos. Because there's a lot of, what's affecting the connection is a lot of pain that is caused because of you feeling like everything was moving so slowly. Questioning your judgment, questioning, you know, if you were on the right track, questioning whether you should wait for this person or not. And it eventually led to a tower moment for you because you had this realization that you've been waiting for this person for a while. And so I do feel like some of you are now at the point where you're at a crossroads and you're like, you know, I think it's time for me to move on. In their energy, they're sensing that. And that sensing that, they are basically throwing out that lifeline. They're basically saying, oh, wait a second, Capricorn. I can't lose Capricorn, you know, so I have to invest a little something. Now, here's the thing, is that they do have feelings for you. They do. But ultimately, they want you to chase them. This is somebody that wants to be chased. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at the outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Capricorn. Queen of Wands, the 2 of Wands reverse, and the Devil in reverse. I think you're choosing to go in another direction. I think that you have had enough of this person. There's somebody new here that you may have met them while traveling or, you know, out and about. They could be somebody that you're choosing to move forward with because the Devil is in reverse. That's basically you saying, I don't want any more of this toxicity. I choose better for myself. I choose something better. I do feel that this person is very passionate towards you, and they do have feelings for you, but they want you to chase them. They have other options, though. Queen of Wands for me as a reader can be another person, and it's coming out with the 7 of Cups. So this person is wanting to repair damage with you, but only if you'll chase after them. And if not, they'll default to this Queen of Wands. They have somebody in their back pocket, and you're aware of it, and you're saying, I'm done with this. I'm done with it, and I'm moving on. And it is at that point that you will meet someone else that you will choose over this person. So I do see that there is going to be communication with this person. It looks like it's going to go badly. It's going to be a little upsetting for both of you. But it is going to be exactly what you need to say, okay, here I am. I'm in my chair and I'm gone. And that's when you'll meet this other person. They're going to default to somebody that they have in their back pocket, which is awful. But bottom of the deck is the 8 of coins in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and it does tell me that you're not going to be putting the effort into this. There's some details that you do need to look at with regard to loyalty, with regard to whether or not this relationship can go the distance. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you're not going to be putting the effort into it. You're going to match their effort, and they're trying to get you to chase them, and they're playing mind games to do it. And that's really not a good sign. So, all right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, Capricorn. Yeah, I think the universe has something or someone much better for you, but not until you can get rid of this toxic energy here. All right, so you have number 13. It says love forgives distance. So let's read that. There is a constancy to true companionship. Without contact, whether physical or words, for a time, some friendships and connections wither. Others remain as bright as they were the last time you saw each other. Some friendships withstand distance, time apart, and even enforced separations. We set our course and our paths may divert and part, but in time they will converge again, joining as seamlessly as two rivers flowing into one, then parting again. Let the moments of true connection flow, and know those who truly love you will simply reach out their hand and open their arms or even dance within the space. Only your two energies combined can create when the time to be together comes again. And that kind of looks like, I mean, if I'm looking at this, this almost looks like a twin flame connection. We have the Emperor, we have the Empress, we have, you know, the Temperance card. If that's the case, I do feel like, Capricorn, you're in a very high energy. This person has a lot of work they need to do on themselves. So it might be time for there to be a separation so that this person can work out these issues. But, you know, you have to make a decision that works for you. If it is a twin flame or a deep spiritual connection, I can definitely tell you that the two of you are not on the same page. You're not seeing things the same. And I would have to say that this person needs to take some accountability and have some growth before this can come together in a non-toxic way. All right, so I hope that this has been helpful, Capricorn. If you've resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Capricorn, know that you are loved, and namaste.